Hello and welcome to round 9 of season 4 of FormulaXbox. We're here in Silverstone. It's the British Grand Prix. It's one of the main events on the F1 calendar. It's one of the races that all drivers want to win. And as we see, we're on board now with Legion in P5. AlexStoppXbox's stranglehold over pole position came to an end in this one as Pro Racing took pole. 5 lights and we're away in Silverstone. And Legion in P5 still seems to have got a good start, but Arte seems to have got a better one. He's even challenging AlexStoppXbox into the first corner. And as we head into there, bit of contact between Lotus and the Red Bull. Can Legion capitalise on that? He's having a look into Village, but he's got Stopmat on his outside now. He seems to have gained the high ground, and he's going to have the inside for the loop. But Legion's hanging out around the outside. Stopmat's got a little bit out of shape on the exit, and Legion's made it through, so he maintains P5 as he comes onto the Wellington straight now. And it seems Arte has got a bit of a buffer there, so he probably won't be able to challenge down into Brooklands. But as we're on board now with Hamilton Fan in P8, seems to have got a decent start, a bit further back in the pack, and he's alongside Drastic Midget into turn 1. And as you see, Drastic Midget goes wide, he's still on the outside, which is the inside for turn 2. And now, obviously, Hamilton Fan seems to have got the position sorted, but he's been tagged there by Drastic Midget. Bit of a side pod glitch, I think. And he's obviously down in 12th now with a lot of work to do. So unfortunate there for Hamilton Fan, but just a side pod glitch, bit of wheel-to-wheel contact on that one. As he had Drastic Midget took a little nibble there, locked up into the corner, and yeah, spun him out. So we're lap 1. Hamilton Fan obviously got quite a lot of time to recover. Obviously just 4 corners in, he's got almost the full race to recover, so could still get some points out of this one. And so it'll be interesting to see how he comes back through the field. As we see, Drastic Midget seems to be really struggling in these early stages, with Sam passing him and Sam lagging in front of him now. But hopefully that'll clear itself up shortly. So lap 2 now, AlexStoppXbox still in 3rd position. He's looking to challenge Mr. Jokers, who's had a great turn of form recently after his podium in Brands Hatch. But AlexStoppXbox made light work of that McLaren, and he's through, and now he's going to be challenging the Ferrari of Pro Racing, surely. I mean, Pro Racing's shown great pace, but I mean, you'd still fancy AlexStoppXbox for the victory, judging by his track record. Obviously, the reigning world champion, I should say, AlexStoppXbox, reigning double champion, in fact. But as we see in the Brooklands on lap 3, Pro Racing actually gapped the Red Bull, so done a good job there. But after a mistake, AlexStoppXbox is now right up the back of him. So can he have a go into Cop's corner? It'll have to be an ambitious one. He's on the curves. I believe he's going for it. Oh, this is going to be an amazing move if he can pull it off. He's on the inside now, side by side into Cops. This is amazing racing, and Pro Racing just gone wide, but AlexStoppXbox hand out of the cockpit at 150 miles an hour as they head into the Maggots and Beckett section. They're still side by side, and Pro Racing's just about come out on top there. So Mr. Jokers has had the greatest view in the house for all this, and he's now challenging AlexStoppXbox himself. So we've got one hell of a battle going on here for the lead between 3 drivers. Don't see this very often in FormulaXbox, as AlexStoppXbox now trying to take Pro Racing around Stowe corner, and he seems to have got the job done there. So, well, just about catch my breath after that lap. What a fantastic piece of driving, well, from both drivers. I mean, incredible racing. And AlexStoppXbox now, can he gap Pro Racing, or can Pro Racing hang on to his coattails? He's been showing the Ferrari signs that he could potentially do that. And it'll be interesting to see how this race pans out with the next few laps, which is, the next few laps really are critical, as we see Sam and Legion having contact heading into Stowe corner. And it looks like Drastic Midget's going to capitalise, so he's going to snatch P6 away from the Marussia, or is he? Sam very late on the brakes there, Drastic Midget hanging out around the outside, and the Red Bull's got the move done. And not a lot Sam could do about that. He courageously went late on the brakes, but that was about the best he could do, and he managed to hold on to the position for maybe a touch longer than he would have otherwise. So see it from Drastic Midget's perspective, maintains the best trajectory for the corner and gets the job done on the exit. So into P6 for Drastic Midget, who seems to be having a pretty decent race now. Both Red Bulls moving back through the pack. As we see on to lap 4 now. I don't know whether Sam's given this position up or not yet, knowing his driving style, and he's a bit of a determined character by the looks of it. And he's made the move stick again as Drastic Midget gets it wrong through the village and loop section. So he's got to do that work all over again now as Drastic Midget. Not ideal for him, but if he can get the move done cleanly like he did before and then not make the mistake afterwards, perhaps he can gap the Rusha. As we see Legion now on Arte. He seems to like Stowe corners as Legion. He's got another move done into there. So Legion up into P4 now, P5. And Elusive Kev in P3 obviously hasn't stopped yet, started on the harder tyre. And he's now alongside, well, he will be alongside Drastic Midget, obviously using his DRS, is Elusive Kev. Drastic Midget valiantly holding on, and it seems that Elusive Kev into the pits now. So, Force India will go to work on his car, shifting down to the lean mix to save that little bit extra fuel, and it looks as though he's got a car following in him. I believe that might be Drastic Midget. And so, it's going to be Red Bull versus Force India in the pit stops. So, which pit crew can prove to be the best in this one? As we see Elusive Kev switching onto the medium compound tyre, and Drastic Midget has made it out ahead of him. So Red Bull 1, Force India 0 on that one, and Elusive Kev's lost out there. So Legion now continuing his battle with Arte. They're both now on the hard compound tyre, the prime tyre, and the Lotus against the Williams. They've been glued together all the race, it seems. And Legion on the inside now switching to the outside for Club Corner, and now the inside for Club Corner, I should say. And has he got the move stick? Arte's hanging out around the outside. He's not giving up on this one. Pro Racing sets the fastest lap of the race. So this battle for the lead isn't over, while the battle for 6th, as it is at the moment, is just holding up. And so we've got Arte coming. Oh, and there's contact. Well, that was somewhat inevitable, really, the way they were going at it hammer and tongs. But two very experienced drivers there, so well, it's unfortunate to see. It was really hotting up to be a great battle, and Sam came out right in the thick of it on his hard compound tyre, and I think he was not blaming him at all, but just the circumstances at the time with him coming out of the pits made it 3 abreast into Village, and 3 into 1 really doesn't go, and I think we saw the product of that right there, plain to see. As RLS Charm's getting very squirrely on the exit of the club, and that's going to put Pro Racing right in the box seat to take him into turn 1 on lap 8, and Pro Racing has taken the lead. When he's gone wide out of turn 1, and RLS TRM has come right back at him. So this battle that's been raging on for the whole race, and seems through qualifying as well, it seems, is continuing as Mr. Jokers sets the fastest lap, so he's now coming back at him. So this battle for first, well, the win could go any of 3 ways, it looks at the moment, if Pro Racing can continue that pace. As we see Drastic Midget now closing on Legion with the DRS, and Drastic Midget hanging out around the outside of Stowe. He's not going to stick around there for too long, and Legion's kept the position for now at least, as Arte seems to have scampered off away down the road after their little collision earlier on. And seems Drastic Midget had a bit of a moment there. We'll see it from his perspective now, as he kept closing on the Williams with the DRS, on the brakes into Stowe, hanging it out around the outside, but not enough grip out there to keep that one going. So waits for the opportunity. Obviously wasn't really in a position to challenge into there, and oh, his controller disconnected. So need to change your batteries, I think, Midge, but issues there for Drastic Midget. And, well, that's not ideal for his race. Lost his position to Casey Legend, and it's all gone turned a bit sour for him on that one. He looks like he's going to lose up another position to Stopmat now. What a time for his controller to disconnect right before the pit straight, and there's a bit of contact there, but Stopmat has got the move done. So from challenging for P6, Drastic Midget is now down in P9. So he's now even fallen into the clutches of Elusive Kev at the end of lap 10. So it's going from bad to worse for Drastic Midget, as Elusive Kev in the Force India seems to be setting a decent lap time. As we see ahead is that Stopman, the Ferrari, I believe it is, and Drastic Midget's got the move done on him after he had a moment coming out of the Maggots-Beckett's complex. And Elusive Kev's, oh, he's almost lost it on the exit curb there out of Stowe, but he's just about hung on to it. Great catch, Kev, great catch, and that's that move done for him. But well, we had a 3-way battle for the lead at one stage, but this man seems to always rise to the top. It's RLS TRM who's rounding the final corner to take yet another Formula Xbox victory. So while he's won, his teammate's still battling hard, and he's looking to recover from that controller disconnection. He's all over the back of Casey Legend on the final lap, And, well, what way is this one going to go? Drastic Midget's got the DRS, he's closing, but he seems to be a touch too far back to do anything. Casey Legend's soaking up the pressure like a sponge right now, and he's very close, but I don't think he's close enough to have a go, I'm afraid. And yeah, it looks that way, unless Casey Legend makes a mistake in club, which you wouldn't expect. And indeed, so Casey Legend locks out P7, Drastic Midget in P8 after that disconnection, what could have been for him. But as we see here, RLS2RM takes the win from Pro Racing, a great drive in the Ferrari in second, Joker's in third. So that's your podium. Them three were in a league of their own in this race, and I'll leave you with the winner, RLS2RM. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.